Happy New Year, everyone. It's me again, Izudin Danian from My Cigar Blog. And it's been a good first week of the new year. Very interesting times that we've had. Uh, New job, lots of new cigars, reviewing or looking back at the cigars of 2010, and a lot of nice ones there that I've seen. But for today, I'm going to go back. What year is it this year? This year is 2011. I'm going to go back 6 years, all right, to April of 2005, where I got this particular cigar, the Montecristo #2, arriving in my hands. And it's been sitting in a humidor. It's one of the last two sticks in my humidor. It's been sitting there for a long time, and uh, it is one of my favorite cigars, the Monty #2, and something that I always go to when I have a little bit extra time and I want something that I know will provide a nice little pick-me-up. I think it's because of all the time it's spent in the humidor. This particular stick has got a very woody, cedary aroma to it. Yeah, it smells like the humidor. You know, once I'm down to like the last 4 or 5 sticks in the box, I throw away the box. And and in this case, the Monty 2, they come in SLBs, right? Or slide lid, no, not slide lid, it's not slide lid boxes, but dress boxes. They come in dress boxes of 25. Recently, they do come in boxes of 10 as well. But this came from a box of 25, and what happens is that once I'm down to the last 4 or 5 sticks of any cigar in the box of 25, I generally throw away the box and I put the rest of them in my humidor. A nice little big 100 count desktop humidor, which I keep around for situations like this. The boxes just take up too much space. A nice little space saving tip to start off 2011. Alright, I'm going to start this cigar up and I'll get back to you with my initial impressions. Hang on, guys. The draw is pretty light on this cigar. It's not as firm as I normally would have it. It feels good under the pinch, not soft, not hard. Let's see how it goes. Now the Monty 2s, I was just having a discussion with my friend the other day. The Monty 2s have for a very long time been the king masters of the Monty 2 regular line. I mean, forget about the Sublimes and some of those other, limited edition ones. But as far as the Montecristo line is concerned, people talk about the Monty 2, the Monty 4, and that has been how it's been for quite a number of years. Well, I was telling my friend that, as good as the Monty 2 is, I reckon in recent years, at Mundos, in fact, the Petite Mundos have taken quite a strong showing to becoming the new kings of the Monty brand. But even having said that, a good Monty 2 can't be ignored. And one that's got about 5 years plus of age in it certainly is quite formidable as a cigar. Right off the bat, quite a bit of spiciness. Characteristic coffee beans and flavor. Refined, balanced, a bit sweet. It's like drinking a sweet cup of espresso, this one. Very tasty. Very tasty. I'm going to get back into the cigar a bit more, and I'll share my impressions with you once I'm through the first third. Hang on, guys. Well into the first third, of the cigar, and if there's one thing I can say for it is that age has really mellowed it out. 5 years may not seem like a long time, but for Monty, it has really changed the complexion of the cigar. Quite a bit more mellow now. Um, the coffee beanness is definitely on the sweeter side, rather than a bit more of the raw power and punch that you would get from a fresh stick, or a stick that's only maybe 1 or 2 years old. Definitely quite a bit of vanilla here. A bit of vanilla, a bit of cinnamon. In combination with the coffee, it just makes things very fine, very balanced. Mmm, yummy. I'm gonna smoke this a bit more, past our halfway line. Then I'll get back to you with my impressions then. It might have a few more surprises for me, this cigar. We'll see. The second half of the cigar is a little bit unusual. It's becoming quite metallic. This coffee metallic flavor is like rusty coffee. It's not entirely displeasing. It's just very unusual. The aroma is really nice. It's got this sweet, cedary, woody aroma, which really does complement the coffiness of the whole cigar. It's almost like having this cigar so far for me. It's almost like having a long, long, tall cup of Americano coffee. Very, very, very mild bitterness in the coffee notes. A lot of sweetness. Some vanilla, bit of cinnamon, some sweet cloves. Also this unusual metallic caramel flavor. Mm. No, never really detected this in a Monty 2 before. Well, then again, it's not every day that I have a cigar that's a Monty 2 that's 5 years old. So, but the balance of it all, the final of it all is quite nice. It's worthy of being called a 5 year age cigar. Even though in the bigger picture of things, 5 years is not much. But what I've heard is that Monties and Upmans, they age quite quickly, in the sense that they reach, or the profile starts changing quite quickly over time. So you don't need like 10, 15, 20 years to get something really different from a fresh cigar. Even a few years makes quite a bit difference for the Monties and the Upmans. And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it in this cigar, guys. Alright, final impressions and recommendations coming right up as I go into the final third of the cigar. Hang on, guys. As I enter the final third of the cigar, I must say it has been quite a ride. Final third is really opening up in terms of the punch of the cigar. Even for something that's 5.5 years old, it's still providing quite a bit of kick right now, and the nicotine buzz is quite pronounced. Don't smoke this on an empty stomach, guys. In fact, don't smoke any cigar on an empty stomach, but definitely not on a Monty 2. The the bitterness hasn't really ramped up much, even though you would have expected it to right towards the end. And I'm not sure you can see this, but if you look at that, there's quite very little tar buildup. Almost none at all. Certain cigars, by the time you get down this low, the smoking end of things gets dark and musky, but not this particular stick. Hmm. Final impressions. Yep, it's getting a little bit spicy and quite strong right now. I'm gonna have to get a drink to cut the nicotine a little bit. But final impressions is definitely it's a good cigar. Take a Monty 2 and lay it down for a couple of years, and you'll get something like this, which is definitely not to be missed. Not to not you won't regret it. Now Monty 2 ages well. It provides a completely different smoking experience compared to when fresh. And even in just a few years, 5 years is not long, guys. I mean, this cigar, I when I bought it, it was really like a year and a half old. And then you smoke one stick every couple of months or so, and before you know it, you've got something that's 5 years old. And then you get to enjoy this type of balanced, refined flavors, bits of sweet, very vanilla, cinnamon, and this caramel finish is quite pronounced right now. Yep, definitely. Monty 2, age it if you can. Put a few years into it. Lay it down. Willpower. Don't touch it. And after 5 years, you'll be very well rewarded. That's the final word. Alright, guys. Have a great day. This is Aizen Danian from My Cigar Blog. I'll see you again, guys, soon. Bye.